Moving on to the SAC, Luers at Concordia. I don't think a lot of people thought Bishop Luers would have the losses they do at this point, but they've had a really tough schedule thus far. What have you seen from Bishop Luers? What are going to be the keys as they take on Concordia and vice versa? What's Concordia going to have to do to counter the speed and the athleticism that Luers has?
Well, a lot of unknowns here. We have Aaron Nieves, who didn't play Friday. We don't know his status going forward. It sounds just kind of like a week-to-week kind of thing. Whether he's back Friday, I'm not sure. And then Peterson Curligran leaves the game for Concordia, and that's a question mark too on whether he's back. So, mainstays, particularly Concordia, that just relies on Peterson Curligran so much offensively and defensively at the safety spot. So that's going to be potentially a big loss for Concordia. How long is he out? So, but I thought, the reserve quarterback for Bishop Luers came in and really played very well in Aaron Nieves' absence on Friday.
Yeah, is that performance-based or is that injury-based?
Injury-based. And, he was injured earlier in the week. We heard about it, and there was a little sketchiness on whether he was going to play or not, and it sounded like Coach Kyle Lindsey just kind of wants to take it easy with Arion, make sure he's 100% for the 3A playoffs, because now with 2 losses, you're probably out of the SAC race. So, obviously the focus now is on the playoffs, and Kyle Lindsey wants to make sure his quarterback is as healthy as possible.
And I feel like we say this every year when we're talking about Concordia. At the end of the season, they might not have a ton of wins or, more wins than they had the year before. Man, they are a tough out. Snyder found that out Friday night that, man, this Concordia team, hey, even if they're a little bit understaffed,
yeah,
they can still play you all 4 full quarters.
It's funny. I was talking to somebody and saying, man, Concordia has 10. If they had 10 more players, they could really, really finish these games off. Like Friday night against Snyder. Somebody told me, they just need 3 guys. I mean, that's all they missed. Like 3 more guys, and they made plays against Snyder or ahead at halftime, but they also made mistakes. I mean, they turned the ball over a fair amount of times in that game. Otherwise, who knows? I mean, they really could have won that game. So it wasn't like Concordia played their best game and Snyder didn't play their best game. Concordia struggled a lot, and Snyder struggled a lot.
Well, and Concordia really forced some turnovers. I think 4 interceptions in that game, if I'm not wrong. Some nice plays from their defensive backs.
For sure.
I mean, it wasn't just bad throws. It was guys making plays for them defensively.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, this is an interesting matchup because this is what that sectional could come down to. Concordia and Luers. Now Belmont's struggling. They obviously won that last year, but this could be a preview of a sectional championship game if the draw, comes out the way we'd like it to come out and then play for the sectional title.